Hi, this is your boy Terry. My username across the internet is surpassing Google, and in this video we are going to be looking at the beauty of Sohyang once again, singing Only My Heart Knows. It started to interest me to listen to Sohyang singing in Korean language since I heard the song Arirang alone. And together I invite you here to listen with me to this particular song. This is going to be a boring reaction, but it's also going to be a breakthrough watch party. I'm going to be listening to the song, engaging my spirit in her music, and I'm hoping to stem forth a revelation that I will declare. I'm going to fill that up on this particular blank page, and at the end of the video I'm going to reveal this proclamation with hopes that it manages to inspire someone, it manages to help someone find the ever missing piece of their puzzle, it manages to stir breakthroughs, stir aspirations in someone's evolution. Let's wait for that airplane while I pull up the song. There's so much noise here. I live close to an airport, so this is something that I'm not able to control. And I don't want to edit this video or the videos that I do too much. I want you to pay attention to me even in the presence of discomfort. I call this a boring reaction. I want you to exercise your human virtues in the face of discomfort. Apply your sense of hearing in newer ways. So I'm not going to edit these external noises, but during the main video, the song itself, I'm going to cut out external noises so that we can hear the music clearly. So let me pull up the song and we'll have a discussion and a revelation time and a breakthrough moment at the end of the song. Started.
감사합니다.
Yes, it's getting dark, so I'm going to rush the conclusion of this video. We all know of So Hyang and her beauty. Once again, I was able to invest in her presence, apply my spirit, you know, while listening to this music. And it's a slow song, but a very powerful song all the same. Nice to see Sohyang singing in Korean. It has a different effect. You know, there are newer ways to exert my sense of hearing when listening to. I'm able to exert my sense of hearing in newer ways when listening to Sohyang. I'm going to listen to this song again, you know, to get better sense of the song. You know, I don't know the content, but based on the melody, I feel I was able to draw inspiration from it. There's nothing much to say about Sohyang except we all know of her capabilities as a singer, but I see many other things. Like in her undertone, there is outcry, there's wailing, which are beautiful things. You know, we tend to run away from these things in pursuit of happiness in today's world, today's painted world. But I see other beautiful things, aspects of humans that's celebratable. You know, simplicity, humility, stories and histories. We tend to shy away from our stories, especially when they're sad, especially when they're, you know, those stories labeled poor or related to hustle or hassle. But where we run away from these things, who will reveal these things? You know, that's why I come here to reveal some of this knowledge from the down-to-earth spaces of the earth. You know, let others reveal the outer space knowledge. But for knowledge to be made whole, for knowledge to have balance and decentralized, available to anyone, courtesy of their levels of literacy, there needs to be a revelation of the down-to-earth knowledge. And these things are told in music. And when you listen to songs, yes, it's possible to catch a fancy, it's possible to think of aliens, to think of perfection, but within these songs are posed by humans. There are many other beautiful aspects to humans, to creation that you can hear from these songs, especially when you apply your human, you apply your spirit, your being. You know, you connect with music also on a spiritual level. Yeah, along with the physical, it's very beautiful to catch fun, to groove, and to, you know, sway with the melody and all that. Yes, so I was able to bring about a revelation as a result of listening to Sohyang, and I was able to feel the page. Started out as a blank page. Let's see if you can see what is written on it. So, I signed it. I'm going to read it out and explain it, but it's getting dark, so I'm just going to keep it a bit short with my explanation. But I'm hoping that I'm able to surround my explanation with enough context so that you understand what I'm saying and you're able to apply to a variety of scenarios in your journey to breakthrough. So, this is very simple. It says money is the smaller things. You give it the place of God, and you will have to pursue it. Look at it, make it lose its gaze, and it will come to Papa. It will want to be hosted by you. It's very simple. This is explanatory, but I want to build on the context of it with examples so that you understand the ginormousness of this sentence. This is a proclamation. perhaps a revelation. It's knowledge that makes up the curriculum of legitimate literacy. By world standards today, money is seemingly everything. In the painted world of today, money appears to be everything. But money is the smaller things. And we will get to that. You will understand what I'm saying. Another essence of this is to bring balance to your perception, your views, the things that you see, so that it's eye-opening, basically, so that the next time you walk out there, you're able to see more things. Many times it's not about looking, it's about what you can see. And what you can see is limited by, your perception is limited by many factors, your experience, your knowledge of the down to earth. You may be geeky, you may know outer space knowledge, but you may not be able to see of the ordinary things. For example, you're a programmer, you may not be able to see the simplicity of code from a regular person's eyes. Or anyway, I'm digressing. So money is the smaller things, basically, and if you give it the place of a god, you will pursue it. You're bound to pursue it. But if you look at it till it loses its gaze, it will come to Papa. It will want to be hosted by you. That's exactly what the case is. Money is not to be pursued or sought after. Money should seek you. The only thing you need to do is return value to your human. In today's world, value is taken away even from fellow humans and given to inanimate things like money, superficial things like career. Crypto kitties, Pokemon, they start to garner more value even than humans. Puppies, there are millionaire cats. There's Blackie the millionaire cat, and it inherited these millions from its parent cat. You see a Chihuahua gets lost today and someone is putting $30,000 to rescue the Chihuahua. But you can't give rice to the human next to you. Anyway, that aside, we're not saying that humans animals don't have value, or these other things, money included, don't have value, but we're saying that these are the smaller things in comparison to human. Let's go back. Humans were made in the image of the Creator, made distinct from animals, with the gift of real power, brains powerful than supercomputer, to have in subjection every other earthly creature, the fishes of the sea, the flying creatures of the heaven. That sentence, made in Jehovah's image, that's matter. It has weight and occupies space, the heftiness of that sentence. And we need to inculcate these things, re-inculcate this sentence into our being, deeply root it into our core, so that we become about these things. Now, what is missing in the painted world is all this value is removed from humans and given to all the other things. These things become godlike and we start to pursue it. Curriculums of the world are programmed so that we neglect mining the human. Mining means evolving the human, or digging of our human, refining our human. Let's wait for that airplane. I'm near an airport, so please bear with me. Yes, curriculums of the world are programmed so that you mine every other thing that's not the human. Talent, brain is just a portion of the human. But you neglect mining things like human virtues, things like self-sacrifice, mentality, presence, being, spirit, many facets of human. Yes, we're made to mind the brain, but there's a purpose for that, to do the same thing that has been preempted for you to do, which is to pursue paper, to climb career ladder. You know, you're measured on talent, but how about on talent? You know, attempts at out of the boxness is regarded as untalent. It's a beautiful facet of human that I consider talent. When you're told no, 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 and you keep on attempting, you know, you're told that you are the worst singer, you sing off key, but you keep on trying. Let's give that a name. I call it untalent. That is talent in itself. You know, that passion, that grit, that persistence in itself is talent, made up of human virtues. But we are told to neglect these things, shoved aside and told no. And talent is celebrated so that it becomes a small god and pursued, the sought after. Then the elites, so-called elites of the world, have the world as a marketplace at the tip of their finger, and then put curriculums that keeps this state of half humanism and hand-to-mouthism in a cycle, and you keep pursuing. Knowledge is made complex so that it becomes the sought after. Knowledge in reality is simple. I'm digressing. I apologize. I'm disoriented in my thought process now, but please get my gist. Listen to the underlying context of what I'm saying and listen to my undertone. Anyway, let me just give you an example of what I'm saying. I said that money is the smaller things. You know, once you look at it, it will lose its gaze. You look at it till it lose its gaze. It will want to come to papa. Let me give you a very simple example. This is something we see every day. You use your phone every day. You use Google, you use Facebook, and these are entities that have controlled the world, manages to influence the world. You know, billions of people use Google, billions of people use Facebook. You know, at Facebook, after, let's say they have 2 billion people using them, then they find WhatsApp hosting another demography of, say, 1 billion people, they buy WhatsApp. You find Instagram doing the same, they buy Instagram. What exactly are they doing? They're known to make billions in revenue. Perhaps Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, they're on their phone every day, and the question that they pop every day is, oh, how much has entered my bank account? How much has entered my bank account? 10 billion. How much has entered? You know, we're just giving an example. No, there's nothing wrong with that. But basically, money is seeking them. Why so? Because they've done something, very simple thing, something that we don't get to do. They have mined humans. And what does Facebook do exactly? Now you will understand what I'm saying when I say returning value to humans. Okay, what does Facebook do exactly? All they do is mine humans. You know, they get to know you more than you know yourself. And once they have knowledge about you than you have about yourself, they have knowledge and where you do not have knowledge or equal amount of knowledge about them, then they are able to influence you. How do they get this knowledge? Google, for example, they put cookies in your browser, which reveals information about you, innate to your core, to your spirit, because this information is emitted or emanated when you are not conscious, when you are entirely yourself in the comfort of your homes. You know, you're seated on the couch or laying there on the bed naked and using your phone. That is you in your truer state, without cognizance of your environment. That is you in your comfort zone. Now you stare forth all this knowledge about you, and they love it. They take it, they process it, and they get to know you more than you know yourself. You do not see value in these things. You don't take this data that is your property and give it as much value as they give it. You don't mind these things. Now they gather this from as many humans as possible and create a database which they continue to process and they mine. And all the value of human is in that database. And then money begins to seek them. I'm just trying to build a context so you understand what I mean when I say that money will seek you out, where you evolve in your human. It's very simple. You just need to sit down and break this down, or you just need to contact me or meet with me in the Philippines and let me break it down with you with numerous examples. Now, the only thing Facebook does is, based on the data they've gathered, continue invention. But what are they inventing? They are inventing more ways, more avenues to further mine you. So next you see an update on Facebook like check-in, and now it becomes something fanciful, another tool to use to your comfort, which is not bad. But a check-in, they now know you very more targetedly, even down to your next destination. Your destination at 3 p.m. every Sunday. They know you're in Starbucks, and then they give you advertisement related to Starbucks at 3 p.m. every Sunday. They avail this information to advertisers, and advertisers who want targeted traffic, because for the most part every human is a client. For the most part, that's how the world of today, the painted world of today, works. For the most part, humans constitute clients, the next potential client. And the next time you're using the internet, you're using Twitter, pay close attention to your value. Most part, client or clout in today's world where followers is something. Most humans constitute clout. That's why I'm here, like, to be a true fan of Sohyang in this musical, the reaction video we have. I'm not here just to constitute number. I'm here to care, because these are some of the things missing on the internet. Bottom line is, money seeks Facebook, Google out. Why? Because they they mine humans, all the value that we throw away, in our pursuit of paper or moolah, in our pursuit of trying to climb a career ladder. We lose our sense of justice, which is a human facet, because we want to climb a career ladder. We want to please a boss. We lose our sense of unity. We want to contest with your brother, engage in tension, create tension, or have rifts with your brother because you want to please a boss. You want to climb a career ladder. Talent, the same thing. You want to outwit everybody to showcase your talent. Clout, the same thing. World star. Someone is dying, a dog is biting someone, and first you have to record it because you want clout. Now, we're not saying these things is wrong, but this is just to open our mind's eye to see the world in newer light, the true state of the world, so that we can establish our place in it. Again, the topic is money is the smaller things, and that's the case. It has a certain spirit to it, even though it's an inanimate thing. You see its power in terms of controlling the world, the entire globe. That's at the base of the control of the world. Before money came about, there's evidence that money was the smaller things in trade by barter. And even today, if you look at blockchain technology closely, it will tell you that money is the smaller things. It's just that people go on blockchain with the same mindset of money as God. So the beauty of blockchain is relegated, but blockchain is evidence that money is the smaller things, because it creates money out of thin air, a digital currency that only has its value courtesy of the humans that use it. So it starts at a zero value and you can just throw it away. Like Bitcoin, when it started, maybe it started at 0.002 cents and people threw it away because that's evidence that money is a smaller thing. It's trade by barter. You may have been able to trade a Ferrari in the past for a mirror because at that time humans had value. You may trade courtesy also of the reputation of the human. You are trading with the potential of the human. So you can say, oh, let me just do this exchange today because Terry has potential. He has a brain powerful than supercomputer. I see him going places. And you take his human aspect and give that value and then decide to exchange a Ferrari for his mirror. Or you say, oh, Terry has been good to me in the past. Let me be good to him in return. Exchange a Ferrari for a mirror. But now it's controlled. It's a legal tender, money. And it's controlled by government bodies, which isn't bad. So those exchanges cannot work. All the value is on the paper. Humans no longer have that much value. So in your journey to breakthrough, as you seek the ever missing piece of your puzzle, please come here, apply your spirit to listen to these things that I'm saying, and it will give you further insight into your journey and your breakthrough. I apologize, let's wait for that. Now, this may not be fanciful things, the things that I'm saying, they may not be orderly, but that is where your value as a human comes in. That is where your evolution as a human comes in. Someone told me, oh, I don't express these things well. I do not need to, because then the digging factor is eliminated. I want you to dig of these things. Pay attention not to my words. Dig of the nonsense that I say, sift of it to find sense therein. That's where you evolve as a human. So I'm not here to paint things, to give you fanciful words, things that will blow your mind away. I want you to sift of these things, dig of it, so that you evolve in the process. Apply other things than the physical when you listen to a fellow human. Apply your spirit and you'll connect with my spirit and insight will arrive. An explanation, an expatiation on this subject, clarity will all arrive. I'm talking with testimonies. There's the levels you go to in life, many things that you will have seen. It doesn't matter how someone poses the English. You will speak in tongues. You will hear other tongues. You will understand other tongues. You'll start to create your own language. I'm not about talented. I'm about talented and untalented. Untalented, but you added this in the middle to strike the on, and it's still talent. So that's me, your boy Terry. Please contact me if you want clarity on this subject. All the means to contact me is underneath this video in the comment section. Make sure to stay awesome. Please connect with me again anytime we're listening to songs. Let's find more directional, more testimonial use for songs, and tap into our power as humans. The moment that humans have their value back, many things are fixable. Money will attain its place as the smaller things. The moment we have 10 generation fixers, we will fix generations yet born, even without paper. We will move and displace Mount Kilimanjaro by 10 kilometers at 10 kilometers an hour. The money being secondary, just courtesy of our power as humans. Let's re-tap into that power. I'm your boy Terry. Make sure to stay awesome.